Hello, we are Group 7, and we'll be discussing Katherine Lugar and Ellsworth Milton Statler. Katherine Lugar is the former president and chief executive officer of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, and she is the current president of the American Beverage Association. Statler was a hotel businessman that founded Statler Hotels, one of the most major hotel chains at the time. And in 1950, he became known as the largest contributor to the science of innkeeping and the hotel man of the half century. Within Lugar's time with AHLA, she has grown the association to its highest point in its 100-year history. She did this by developing a new membership model, which now includes almost half of the properties in the entire hotel industry, and by developing a 3-year strategic plan that helped them plan for the numerous obstacles that are faced within the hospitality industry. And the goals for that strategic plan were to enhance member value proposition, refine their governance model, focus on advocacy, and grow and diversify revenues. Statler founded the Statler Hotels chain beginning in 1901, and in 1954 it was sold to Hilton for $111 million. And at the time, this was the largest real estate transaction. He also developed the slogan, "The customer is always right." This phrase is the foundation to our modern day hospitality industry. And according to some research, Statler took pains to provide comfort and convenience in his hotels. So this influential motto has carried its way through the industry thanks to Statler.
So next we're going to talk about some of their leadership styles. For Lugar, from her work within the American Hotel and Lodging Association, we can see that she was a very visionary leader. She had both visions for tripling their membership and revenue and was able to achieve that, and along with aligning their branding policies and interests to help better the company. And she additionally was in charge of a lot of public policy campaigns that were able to do some really great things. And then we were also able to decide that she was a very involved leader, not only being a part of a couple of associations, she was also sitting on the board of many smaller foundations to help lead more private campaigns. For staff leadership style, we saw that he was innovative, authentic, and visionary. While working in the hotel industry, he was one of the first people to put bathrooms within guest rooms. Up until that time, bathrooms were kind of a communal space in hotels. And he also invented the servitor, which was a small doorway that guests were able to pass their linens and garments that they needed pressed and cleaned through, so that hotel staff wasn't like interfering with any of the guest stays or anything like that. And then he was also authentic and visionary. He held all of his staff to very high ethical standards, and he led them with very positive moral perspective, and he showed them clear vision when talking about what he saw for in the future. And in addition to being visionary, he left his company to his wife when he passed away, in hopes of, first off, bringing women into leadership, but also believing that she could take the company to bigger and better places than where he had taken it.
Next, we'll be talking about the similarities and differences in Katherine Lugar and Ellsworth Milton Statler's leadership styles. Lugar was a strong and confident leader in the industry, and her leadership style reflects the time she's led in, and we can see that she's been able to rise to the occasion in any challenge. She's a very big doer and planner in her leadership roles, and she positively transformed the AHL organization during her time there with her strong leadership skills. Ellsworth Milton Statler was not known for one leadership style in particular. He was a very creative and visionary leader, and he sought to give the customer what they wanted, and he really focused on his customers always. and he led his employees to follow his example. So he led a lot by doing and following. A major difference between these two leaders is that Statler led to serve his guests and run a successful hotel chain, while Lugar leads more for the overall of the industry. She's been more ahead of things like HLA and things like that. And then another difference is the time period in which they led. Statler had to pave his own path in deciding how to manage his people. And back when he started his hotel chains, he had to come up with his own ideas and visions. And a similarity in their leadership styles is that they both have large business for change. And another similarity is that both leaders do it and the rest will follow style, which is what I talked about before, where they expect their employees to follow their actions.
Okay, so Lugar is the president of the American Beverage Association, and their goal is to provide a healthier beverage across the country. And she overcomes this challenge by being the president of the board of directors for the American Beverage Foundation to create a more healthier America. So Statler overcame his challenges a little bit differently than Lugar did because of his background. He started from nothing. He worked since he was 13 years old, I believe. And through hard work and dedication, he never gave up on his dream of becoming a business owner. So when he did own his first hotels and many more hotels after that, he did come up with new ideas to set himself apart from his competitors, like having private bathrooms and having that laundry chute.